Welcome back from the break, Rampart. We hope you had a great vacation and a start to the new year. This is Kenneth Carls.
And I'm Blair Snyder.
Since we were unable to produce a show during finals week, we need to congratulate some of our fellow Rams on things that happened just before we went on break.
Congratulations go to the cheer team at the state spirit competition. They placed first among all of the Colorado Springs teams that competed and placed 18th overall in state.
The hip-hop team had a solid performance, placing higher than any other Springs area team, coming in at 10th overall in the state.
The windstorm was also a big part of that week before break, as it forced the students to leave the building early on the day of the storm. Wind speeds reached between 90 and 100 miles per hour and caused a lot of building and vehicle damage. Adam Carlson did a special report on the Rampart storm response the day after it happened.
Today, Kram presents a special report. My name is Adam Carlson, and on Wednesday, December 15th, a windstorm struck Colorado Springs, reaching hurricane-force winds of over 100 miles per hour. Pete Alvarez ran the evacuation process at Rampart and said, "I also want to recognize the positive behavior and response from students who acted with grace and care for each other in a challenging natural event, recognizing the way the school stayed calm during this difficult time."
Well, I can tell you it's a team effort. So the incident commander was Mr. Alvarez, and then he again gathered his team, school resource officer, school security, the administration office, teachers, staff, and also the dean's office. We just all came together, and really it was a team effort. So there was not like who was aiding us. We all just collectively were doing it as a team, and it was very successful, no injuries.
Well, I was over in the tech wing for my yearbook period, or final period rather. And because it's on like the edge of the tech wing, we kind of caught the brunt of it. Like right as class started, one of our windows blew open actually. When I saw my car, I didn't know what to think. Like we haven't even had that car for maybe 3 weeks. It's not plated or anything. I didn't know if it was on the insurance or anything. I was just worried what to do. I got in the car because I was gonna drive it home because that's what I was supposed to do, but the winds were so strong and the broken glass kept blowing into our car. Yeah, we didn't know what to do, so we ended up getting a ride home from one of our friends' dads, and my stepdad and I just came back later last night and got the car from the school.
Well, after I realized that I might get damage again on my car because I did the last time, I thought, well, I'll go outside and I'll see if I can open my windows or do something. And by the time I got outside, my window was already trashed, as were lots of others. So I came back in, and it was, I think at that point, it all happened so fast that we were trying to make sure the kids were safe. So I think that, of course, that's our priority, that students are safe. And we were really starting to feel the wind in the hallway, and then the top skylight blew off. So at that point, we were getting all the kids in the gym.
Our building manager was working with the district to do cleanup, safety, put safety up for the windows, because we had a ton of windows break, so just to make sure that they wouldn't potentially break more. Clean the parking lot, so there's lots of glass out there. So just see if we could set it up to where we could have school today.
So once the students were all gone, we all collectively came together. Mr. Alvarez had a meeting in the auditorium. We went over the good and the bad of what happened, what we could do to improve it for next time, which in this case, most of the stuff was done very well. So it was kind of like an after-action report, and we all just collectively talked about how we could improve things for next time. And really, this particular after-action was talking about how successful this was, because we had multiple broken glass, just a lot going on, but collectively we did a very good job. So,
despite the circumstances, Rampart managed to have the most success possible through its execution of the evacuation plan.
And I can say that the team that we have here, everybody works collectively together. I mean, almost like a well-oiled machine. Like everybody does such a great job. Both the admin, the staff, our security, just everybody collectively worked together. And that's one of the things I like about Rampart is the team atmosphere that we have.
And everyone just banded together and helped out. So actually a window broken, not a big deal, right? Everyone was safe, and the kids did a great job. Students were very cooperative and were listening to directions.
Yesterday, we felt so grateful for our students and our staff and our security team and our custodial staff to just help all of this work. Hundreds of kids drove to school yesterday. They were worried. We were worried about them getting to their cars, getting home safely. Our community, our parents, everybody was just very supportive and made it so we could move hundreds of kids to a location to get them out safely. We couldn't have done it if we didn't have such a great staff and student body and community to support us.
Thanks to all the staff who's been keeping us safe. Signing off for Kram, this has been Adam Carlson.
We're glad everyone is safe and no one was hurt during the storm.
Ivy Buckley might be a sophomore, but she is already competing at the highest level of competition.
She is a member of the RHS diving team and has goals that go all the way to the Olympics. Kram dove into the story.
Ivy Buckley, a sophomore here at Rampart, has a unique talent. She dives for Rampart as well as the Colorado Springers Diving Club. Even though she is just a sophomore, she's already accomplished some amazing things.
This past competitive season, I qualified for USA Diving Nationals, and then my freshman season for high school diving, I was second in the state behind my sister. And then yesterday, I beat Rampart's pool record that was set by my sister.
Ivy has a lot of passion for her sport, which is one of the many reasons for her success. She shares what her favorite thing is as a diver.
I think the feeling of when you get out of the water and you know you've done the best dive you can do, it's really rewarding, and also the team aspect of diving where we lift each other up and promote each other's success.
Although the hard work pays off, as she practices about 20 hours per week, Ivy still has faced a lot of challenges to get where she is today.
I think originally it was being compared to my sister because she was so great, and then now it's kind of mentally not having her here is different, and also having mental blocks for dives because it hurts when you smack the water wrong. So overcoming those mental blocks and recognizing that I have the ability to do the dive is really what's become hard.
Her peers around her contribute Ivy's success to her determination, work ethic, and positive mindset outside of the pool.
Ivy is very hardworking, and she's always putting in the extra effort to make a dive.
Ivy is so fun. If you've ever watched her personality just comes through, her facial expressions, but she works hard in school too, so she's very academic. She loves hanging out with her dog. She's just a genuine good person.
Ultimately, Ivy has a lot of major future goals that she hopes to accomplish.
I want to dive Division I in college, and I'm hopefully planning on going to the Olympic trials in 2024.
We can't wait to see what Ivy will do in the future. This has been Elia Bono, reporting for Kram.
Ivy, good luck on your season, and I hope you achieve your dreams.
The sister of one of Kram's own has a thriving local art business.
Selena Alvarez is a local deaf artist, and Kram did a profile on her thanks to her brother Enrique.
Selena Alvarez is a young artist who runs her own art business here in Colorado Springs. Dropping out of college is a tremendous leap, but her family is always there to support her.
She always keeps her head up with her art. Even when things aren't going the right way, she just perseveres to find a way to just make it work.
Of course, Selena faces several hardships, but she doesn't forget that people will wait for good art.
really is cool to see the things that she can come up with, just to know that it comes from out of someone's mind.
Selena's courage even has the power to inspire others.
With her art, she's continuously getting better, and so I think it's really cool because it's an inspiration, because in life, we just need to continuously get better.
Selena was kind enough to give advice for anyone who is thinking of starting an art business. I hope Selena's story will inspire any young artist to take the leap. This is Enrique Alvarez for Kram, signing off.
Find Selena online to buy her exceptional art.
In this season of social distancing, one class is using social media to get closer together.
Mrs. Blumen's senior Avid class created a TikTok account to create a sense of community and belonging.
Avid is a program offered at Rampart designed to help you prepare for college throughout high school. One class decided to spice things up with a TikTok account. Megan McKinley talks on the creation.
So when we had to write diaries for the Freedom Writers thing, I wrote about how when my sister was in Avid, her and all of the other people in her Avid class were really close, and they even had a group chat, and they were all just a bunch of best friends. And it sucked for me because I didn't feel close at all with the people that were in the Avid class. And then this year I feel like we've built a really good community between us.
So for the creation of Avid TikTok, we were actually supposed to be doing college applications and stuff. We did do college applications, but we also did TikToks almost at the end of every single class.
Originally it just started out as something super silly, but then I think it's really kind of bonded the class. One of the main goals of the Avid program is to kind of create this classroom community. And I think these guys this year have really kind of taken that under their wing. This has been a very college-heavy semester, which can wear on high school seniors because it is a lot of extra work on top of their classes that they already have. So to be able to balance the work of college and then kind of the brain break or the fun time in this class, I think has been really beneficial for some of these kids.
The class behind the account expresses how it's helped them.
This helps us with college stuff because it makes us want to come to class and get our work done so that we can do TikToks with our friends and things like that.
So I don't like working on stuff for a long period of time in a row because it just gets kind of boring and stuff. So getting up and filming an Avid TikTok for about 5 or 10 minutes is really nice because it gives us a brain break, and then we're more motivated to get back to work and finish our stuff. Almost all of us got our applications done on time for free application day, and it was really successful. I think that each person in the other Avid classes should strive to create something fun like this, do little projects with their classmates, go hang out, do all that stuff, because it really builds a good friendship with the other people. We're all really close in this classroom. We all hang out outside of school, so yeah.
Signing off for KRAM, this has been Adam Carlson.
Those are some sweet dance moves and fun moments.
Today is the first day of Ramantics performances.
The annual talent show and Ball for Bucks fundraiser is back after COVID shut it down for a few years.
The cast, student directors, and staff supervisors have been hard at work getting the show ready for our community.
After not being able to do it for over a year due to COVID, Rampart's long-standing tradition, Ramantics, has made a comeback and is now better than ever with its impressive student directors running the show. Some directors and cast members shared some information about the upcoming show.
Ramantics is kind of like a variety show where we've kind of combined a whole bunch of different things and little skits and musical numbers to form a little cohesive thing, even if there's not a complete storyline.
We get a theme and we pull different musical numbers and skit ideas and dance numbers, and we put it all in this big
90-minute show, and we have student directors who help run the show, and we get to write scripts and direct it and pretty much take our ideas and put it on the stage.
So Ramantics is our winter variety show in the theater program. It's basically like 30 or so different small skits, musical numbers, comedy. We have, anyone who tries out gets in, so we have a huge variety.
It's been a tradition for many, many years to do a what we call a no-cut show, so anybody who auditions gets in.
Ramantics is like a sort of variety show that is themed Disney, and so it's like a bunch of skits and like songs and with like dance numbers.
The student directors all play an important role in the production of Ramantics.
I help make sure that rehearsals in general run smoothly and we have a plan, and I am in charge of like a bunch of skits, and those are completely me or me and another student director, and we're kind of in charge of writing those, blocking those, making sure we get them cast and set on stage ready for our shows.
We've also created choreography to different dances and things, and we've chosen a select music repertoire that some of the students will also sing, and/or those like big numbers where everyone will sing.
They have all made commitments to the show and have made big impacts on the show itself, along with the actors involved.
It's a lot of work because we have almost 70 kids in this show, and all the music and all rehearsals and everything can kind of get crazy, but it's fun to be like leading the show and being a part of that.
There's just such a different perspective from being in the cast and watching all these student directors work before me, and then being a student director, and the amazement of seeing a little thought, a little joke I made go from a slight blurb to all of a sudden it's this full cast number.
In previous years, it was completely student directed, where the teacher didn't really have any say in it at all. They just kind of were in the room, and the students did it all. And that's a lot, right? To manage 65 peers and to do all of that. And so Ms. Hackbarth and I have been kind of the adult advisors to the whole thing and kind of overseeing and making sure structure is involved.
The student directors this year are doing pretty well, actually. I think that they all work very well together, and each of them can offer something different for the entire group.
I think they're doing great. We haven't had Ramantics in a couple of years, and considering that they haven't really been taught on how to direct and how to do all this, I think they're doing really great.
If you are interested in seeing the show and the amazing work these directors have done, make sure to see Ramantics on January 13th, 14th, and 15th and support the students in the theater program. This has been McKenna Blatnick reporting for KRAM.
Performances are today at 7 p.m., tomorrow at 7 p.m., and Saturday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Tickets are $8 for adults and $6 for students.
Thanks for joining us as we start another semester of KRAM production.
This is Kenneth Carls
and Blair Snyder reporting for KRAM. Have a great week, Rams. We can say something like that and include it in the blooper reel.
I will find you.
And make vaguely threatening statements towards you.
This is Kenneth, son of a... It's so simple. The things.
It's your name.
Thanks to her older brother, younger brother, Enrique.
Enrique.
I can't judge him because I'm worse.
You did it.